Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for this edition of YBMcast, Player Spotlight, powered by Game 7 Baseball, Game7Baseball.com. Today on the show, I have to my right from Lafayette High School, Xander Schmidtt. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate. Hey, I'm the one that gets to talk to all these fine baseball players. It's fun. I enjoy it a lot. We've had some great conversations, and you're adding to that. I appreciate it very much. Kansas University committed. Is that the school you wanted?
Down the path, like going on all the visits and recruitment, that place felt like home. Coaches really just made it special to me, at least.
Cool. We'll get into that. I like that. A Jayhawker. Yeah. It's a rivalry stuff too, you know. With Mizzou. That kind of, it's interesting. It'll be fun. But first, I always like to do this. Your youth baseball experience. Have you born and raised here? I
was born in Paducah, Kentucky.
Paducah, Kentucky. Well, it's still a baseball area over there. Paducah's got some good teams. Yeah. When'd you get to St. Louis?
We moved here when I was 5.
Oh, so it's
been a while, yeah.
Yeah. When did you start playing baseball?
I probably started when I was 2 or 3 years old.
Did you play t-ball at 3?
Oh yeah. Would always be at my brother's games watching him, just wishing I was out there too. So,
did your dad coach?
Yes, he was my coach until first year of high school.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So talk to us a little bit about that experience. You know, I always find it fascinating. You know, some guys did. I coached my son, you know, off and on through his youth experience and whatnot. How was that relationship, and how did it help you?
I mean, it kind of like bonded us together as more son and dad, but it wasn't really like son and coach, because of course he was my coach and all, but he's also my dad. So, but I don't know. He taught me a lot of life lessons in baseball that probably not many other people would have taught me, so I appreciate that from him. But I loved having him as a coach.
Yeah.
And I think everyone else did too.
Did he play some ball when he was younger?
Yeah, he actually went to Truman University and played baseball.
Very good. So he had a pretty good base of knowledge. Did you guys, what was the name of your team?
Well, when we first moved here, I played for the Texans back when I was like 6. But as it got older, I went from the Gators to the Prospects. I kind of just stayed for the Prospects. And then this past year, I was supposed to play for Wow Factor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the Texans, I love that. That's a good youth baseball name. It's a little different. My favorite is still the Snot Rockets.
Snot Rockets.
Yeah, it was a 8U team out of Arkansas. That's killer, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a team today, I would name them the Snot Rockets. I can't help it. Your dad, how did he help you develop as a ball player, and, you know, as far as instruction, or have you gone through the instructional process when you were in youth baseball?
He kind of just, like, at the beginning, he would teach me, like, the basics, but as, like, I got a little bit older and older, he kind of just let me run wild. He didn't want to say too much and, like, bring me down or bring me up too much, so he kind of just let me go on my own.
That's all right. Did you so when you got with the Gators, who were the guys there that helped you the most? Are you still in contact with some of those guys?
So when I first played there, like you talked coaches, it was mostly just Chris Craddock there, because we were the second ever Gators team.
So that's been a while.
Yeah.
It
was back when the club first started.
Yep.
So
that's been, oh goodness, I remember that. Because I remember when Chris had his first team. Yeah.
My brother played for it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He was on that first team? No kidding. Oh my goodness, they were good.
Very good.
Yeah. I remember that very well. When you started and when you went to the Prospects, was it different? When did you start thinking, hey, you know what? I want to do this. I'm going to play college. I want to play pro baseball.
Honestly, it was kind of just, I always played hockey and baseball, so it was always between those two. But my freshman going into my sophomore year, that summer, kind of just finally decided, like, I'm better at baseball. Just time to move on from hockey and focus on baseball.
Don't get beat up as much either, do you? No. Well, you are a catcher, though, dude. Mm-hmm. So that's, that's a little hockey-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never a goalie in hockey. My dad was like, you can't do that. Too expensive. Every time I was like, come on, dude. Always wanted me to be a goal scorer, so.
Oh, mercy. I love that. Youth baseball, your experiences with that, I mean, it's just fun, isn't it? Did you guys travel a lot?
Every year. It started in the fall, and then it'd get into the spring and summer. Like, you played like 60 games a year back in the day. Now it's not as many, but yeah.
It's better, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you guys travel to? Where'd you go? What was it? Give me a highlight.
We went to Mississippi a few years, and baseball down in Mississippi was good.
Yeah.
So that was always fun playing down there. We would still go to Indiana or Kansas City. Those are probably like the main three places.
Yeah. South Haven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's the place.
Yep. That is the place. You get your lunch handed to you quickly down there.
You do. You do.
You're finished with, youth baseball. Your dad coached you into your first season of high school ball. How was that transition when you came from 14U going into high school baseball? Was it eye-opening? Was it did you feel like you belonged there? Talk a little bit about that.
It definitely was a little eye-opening. I did feel like I belonged there. I felt like I could compete with everyone and stuff, but I don't know. It was kind of more so like just go out and do what you can and don't like try to be someone you can't.
I like that. Lafayette High School. Who's the coach at the time?
It was Coach Manny, but now it's Cole DuPont.
Yeah. Yep. I watched his brother play, Will DuPont, because that's back in the day. So when you go into high school baseball, I want give us your thoughts on whether you think the differences between high school baseball and summer baseball.
Definitely in summer baseball, the competition's I would say it's better because each team's everyone's not separated at a different high school, so you create the best teams for summer baseball. So you always will face the dudes throwing 90s to 95s in the summer, and then when you get into high school, they only have that one good arm a week. So the difference is better players.
Yeah. Do you think which do you like better?
It's got a hard question, but this past 2 years, I would definitely say high school baseball.
Why is that?
Just team chemistry and you just bond with them a lot better, and I feel like the dugout is more amped up during the games.
Yeah. You ever seen a guy like PJ Rogan before?
Nope.
That's killer, isn't it?
It's awesome. It is awesome.
I know he's gone. He
is.
Graduated last year, but that was wild, wasn't it?
It was great.
I'd never seen that myself, so I thought that was killer. Had to throw that in there. Mm-hmm. Your freshman, sophomore year, when did you get to the varsity level?
I started playing, so my sophomore year I played 3 games on varsity, and then I didn't hit too well, so I kind of got benched. And then I asked the coach to go back down to JV so I could just progress a little bit more. Yeah. And then my junior year was technically my first year on varsity.
Yeah. I like that. You asked the coach. Mm-hmm. Was that hard to do?
A little bit. It was it wasn't eye-opening or anything. It was just what I needed to do because I didn't want to sit and just watch baseball, even though I love baseball, but I wanted to play. So
I think it's better to play, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not getting the reps, how are you getting better?
Exactly.
Because it's one thing. It's cage is great. You're in the cage, getting the work, but having that rep on the field with the pitcher, it's a different experience, isn't it? When you came back your junior year, you're starting.
Yeah, or I started in the outfield at first and kind of switched off with Cannon Stuckey, but as the year went on, I became the starting catcher.
Starting catcher. What makes you tick back there as a catcher? What's the thought process as a catcher? What makes you want to do that?
Honestly, there's not much of a thought process. It's just I love the game, and I love, like, being a part of every play.
Yeah.
And that's what you get to do as a catcher.
That's why you want to be goalie, right?
I guess.
I'll tell you, I understand that. I get that. You are part of the game. Did that help you grow as a person, having that responsibility? You know, because the catcher, he's the guy right there, right? Mm-hmm. You're in control of everything. Yeah. You're making sure everybody's in the right spot. You're doing that, keeping that pitcher. That help you mature some?
Definitely. It helped me, like, shape into more so of a leader instead of just, like, a guy who sits back and, like, just lets it happen.
Yeah. High school baseball coming up this year. I took a look. You know, I'm going to find this.
Okay.
But there it is. Okay, now we're getting there. Because we're doing our previews and we're looking at teams and whatnot. And I started looking at your squad, and I put you guys at 6. You got 4 senior commits, and of course you're a Power 5 commit, and then you got 2 D2 commits, and then a junior that's a D1 commit as well. Yeah. That's a lot of talent on that team. Where do you think you guys are?
I think very offensively we'll be super good. Pitching right now is probably questionable, but I think as the year goes on, people will step up and we'll be perfectly fine with pitching.
Who do you got? Who's your guys?
Our number 1 would be probably Tyson Oswald. And then down the line, it's probably a little, like, not really in order, but you have Landon Matthews, Landon Martin, Jonah. I'm just trying to think. You can put Paul Pratt in there. He can be a pitcher, but, like, we got some guys who can get on the mound and throw.
Yeah. As a catcher, how are you helping these guys get better heading into this season and to make the most out of this season?
Just trying to tell them keep their heads up. Like, just because we don't have a lot of pitching doesn't mean that we're totally screwed. Like, we have guys who will go 7 innings and, like, they'll get it done for us. So we'll be okay.
I love that. Michael Callahan, right?
Yeah.
I love that guy. He's got some wheels.
He does have some wheels.
I've seen him at a couple of PBR events, and I've always been impressed, and we got a chance to talk to him at one of those. I like him a lot. Mm-hmm. And is he your center fielder there?
Yeah, he will be.
He will be. Yeah. I mean, you guys have plenty of talent to make this happen. Your district's pretty tough.
It is very tough.
Right?
Yeah.
You surprised, I think, a lot of people beating Eureka. Mm-hmm. Big rivalry there, right?
It is a big rivalry, yeah. 109.
They don't like losing to you guys.
Not at all.
No. And then you got Marquette. Mm-hmm. Is Marquette still in your district?
They should be, yes.
They were last year, weren't they?
They usually always are for baseball.
I mean, you guys beat Marquette and Eureka to get into the quarterfinals. That was impressive. Did you expect that?
Coming into the Marquette game, we all just knew we didn't want to lose to Marquette for the 3rd straight year in a row. So kind of just put it all out there and came out with the win. And then Eureka, we knew we would beat them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang, I love that. That's brutal because they'd only lost 3 games.
Yeah.
They were
good, but
they were good. I like it. This year, you got to talk a little bit about your conference. I know you guys are in the St. Louis Suburban Conference. Which color are you? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure we're red.
Red, I think so.
Yeah.
And that puts you in there with Marquette, Eureka.
Yeah, Parkway South.
Think about is Kirkwood in that one as well?
They are.
Kirkwood's in there. And Kirkwood, now they lost some guys.
They did.
They lost some dudes. Tyler, Macon, I think.
Yeah.
Short. He's
going to Mizzou.
Yeah. We saw him last year. He had a bomb out of Baldwin in that game we did with Webster Groves. It was crushed.
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. He's for real. And so conference play, do you guys do 2 games a week?
Yeah, or 2 games a week. I mean, it can be like 4 games a week. And it's 2 games a week. Yeah, that sounds right.
Just for conference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys? How much stock do you guys put in your conference games? Do you want to win your conference?
Oh yeah, we want to be conference champs every year.
There you go. I love it. So when you're heading it, is it like a Tuesday, Wednesday? Is it a?
It's either a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
just back-to-back days. Play the same team home and then go there or away and then come home.
Yeah. I'm surprised at you guys. It's like different days of the week, though. It could be. Is it just because of scheduling?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
What do you think of? I mean, Mr. Coach DuPont, first year last year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think he brings to the team?
He wanted to win. It was his main thing from the beginning of the year last year, and everyone was on board with him. So, I mean, I love the guy. He's a great coach. He's taught some lessons and really helped everyone just push themselves and know that we are a good team.
It's a different energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Than what it was. And that's nothing against the previous coach, but sometimes it's just that shakeup. It kind of re-energizes everybody.
Like a change of scenery.
Yeah. I love that. So what do you expect it'll be this year from Coach?
Same things.
Yeah.
Still wanting to win, wanting to probably get farther than he did last year.
Yeah.
So
you got some freshmen and sophomores there, or is it a junior, senior heavy team?
It's probably a junior, senior heavy team.
Yeah. Very good.
With maybe one or two sophomores. But yeah.
Last year, senior year, I know you want to win a championship, right? State championship. I think you guys, I like your team. When I saw it, I was looking. I had you number 6. So I think that's pretty good. Like I said, we'll see what your pitching can do.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. And there's some really good teams out there.
There is.
But now that we've done all that, I want to talk about, and we do this, I like to do this because I think the recruiting process is an interesting scenario.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at college, what was your first priority?
It felt like home.
Yeah.
Like I could be there every day and know that it's my second home.
I understand that. So when that's the case, then is it because of the coaches? Is it a combination of things?
It's coaches, campus, players, where you are. Like I could have cared less if it was 15 hours, 2 hours. Like it didn't really matter how far it was. It just mattered how stepping onto campus and seeing everything, how it felt.
Lawrence is pretty cozy.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I've seen that campus. It is pretty cozy. Just kind of up there around Topeka.
Big hills.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The and a lot of basketball.
Mm-hmm. I was just there this weekend. Saw Mizzou and KU play. It was awesome.
That was pretty crazy, wasn't it? That place is raucous.
It was probably the loudest place I've ever been in.
I bet. Talk to me about the process. When you first started this, were you part of that where they could talk to you when you were 8th grade and all that?
So it started freshman year summer. I started talking to Missouri State and Xavier a little bit. And that kind of carried on a little bit, and then it kind of dwindled as school year started. Then my sophomore year, Missouri State kind of stayed on and kept talking to me. And then my junior year, the future games, that's what really blasted everything. And just
future games, boy, that ain't no lie, man. Kevin talks about that, and you guys show up there, and it's he's committed, right? Is that where KU saw you?
Yeah.
Who was your? I understand you're with KU, and we said that a little bit. Who was your number one?
Going into that, I really wanted either Oklahoma State or Mississippi State.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Why those two?
I don't know. Kind of just with Mississippi State, I guess always thought it'd be cool to play SEC in
sure.
at their stadium.
Oh, so, is it nice down there?
Oh yeah, it's sweet. But Oklahoma State, I don't really know why Oklahoma State. It kind of just where they were, like everything. I took like a virtual campus tour of it, and like everything just like it looked awesome. So those two were like the main two. But after future games, I talked to Mississippi State a little bit actually, but that didn't really work out. So kind of just moved on to the next option and took my visit to Utah and Kansas, and kind of didn't really like Utah. Wasn't really my place to be.
It's too cold.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No offense,
okay.
but
yeah, it is. But when I got to Kansas, it felt like home and the place I needed to be.
That's cool, man. I love that. Who's the head coach there?
Dan Fitzgerald.
And have you had some conversations with Dan?
Yeah. So it was his first year last year, and he just came from LSU. He was the recruiting coordinator there.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Who is who recruited you, or was it another coach?
It was another coach, John Coyne.
John Coyne.
Yeah.
Offensive?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You going to play catcher?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully? They don't say that, do they?
No.
Nah, yeah.
I'll play wherever they put me, as long as I'm playing.
There you go. I love that. Absolutely. Why not? Get on the field. Let's play ball.
Exactly.
Absolutely. KU, it's going to be an interesting ride for you this year. You got that. That's where you're headed to. Now, these are the questions for moms, because mom's always worried about the grades, right?
Yep.
And are you going to be okay? You're going to have enough to eat and all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So what are you studying?
I'm going to try to study business.
Yeah.
So that's really it.
That's
Finance.
it?
Finance and business, yeah.
Just in case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you don't get – well, if you study that and you get to the major leagues, you can be your own agent.
Exactly.
There you go. I like that. I like that a lot. Xander, I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, man. It's our pleasure. I'm looking forward to watching you play. I'm hopefully, we're going to have to do this. We're working on our schedule right now and trying to see where, we can get some showcase games because we do live stream some games. We're going down to Springfield this year, Nixa and Willard. Their places. We're going to try and get over the West, and we're working on our schedule around here. Of course, we do our GAC.
Yep.
And we're going to do Jackson and CBC again because we're going to go to their house, and that's a good game.
It is a good game. We played them 3 times last year, Jackson, and each game was really good. Like it was always a battle between us. Yeah.
Did you get to see Bogenpole at all?
Yeah, he threw every time against us.
Did he really?
Or 2 out of the 3 times.
2 out of 3.
So we played him doubleheader. So he threw 2 out of 3 times.
How was that?
I mean, personally, going to the future games, like it helped, like seeing fast pitchers. So I didn't think it was like anything different than what I was going to see in college, or like I expected it.
Right?
Yeah, I expected it.
Yeah.
So I was ready for it.
That's the difference, isn't it, in those types of situations? I'm sure there are kids that probably haven't seen that that on a regular basis, and it could be intimidating.
Oh yeah.
Caden Pierre turned him around once, hit a bomb, and that kid, fantastic swing.
Yeah, I love it. Lefty.
Yeah.
He does have a nice swing.
Yes, he does. So hopefully, that's always one of the ones I think of because I know the rivalries, because I have family that went to graduated from Lafayette, played ball there. So that Lafayette Marquette gig, that's always on the radar.
It is.
Although Parkway South would be fun with Brady Kellenbrink.
Yeah, it would be. He's always talking about, I really want to pitch against you, man. Like, I know you're my catcher and all, but...
Oh, you guys playing together in the summer?
Summer team, yeah.
Oh, wow. How is that when you guys meet up like that?
Well, in summer, I mean, I see him all the time because me and him hit together every week, so I always see him. But in the summer, it's just normal. Like, we're just buddies, same team. High school, still buddies and all. We played Parkway South last year, but he didn't pitch against us. Yeah.
Didn't get a chance. He'd like to strike you out, wouldn't he?
He would love it. It's not going to happen, though.
I love that stuff. That's always fun. I love that because, you guys play together, but at some point you're going to face each other.
Yeah.
I like that. He's going LSU.
Yep.
So, wow. That's big time stuff, man. Prospects this summer? Or are you doing something different?
I don't know, because I go to Kansas in July, like early July. So I might just play in a college league with the prospects,
Sure.
before I leave.
Play around here in the college. Yeah. There's some good ones now. I mean, the Car Shield League, they got St. Louis Metro. There's some good college teams play. So, well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Xander Schmidtt, folks, Lafayette High School and Kansas University. I can't say commit. You signed already, right? There you go. Boom. He's going. There it is. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Everybody, if you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. It's right there if you haven't already. And if you like what we're doing, please hit the dinger because chicks dig the long ball, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hit the dinger. That gets you all your notifications for upcoming episodes such as this. We do appreciate it very much, your support. Check out our website, youthbaseballmidwest.com. We got a merch store there. It helps keep what we're doing here, and so we appreciate it very much. Until next time, everybody, have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, keep throwing strikes. Got some advice for hitters?
Just don't think when you're at the plate.
Only hurt the ball club, right?
Yep.
That's right. That's good advice. We'll see y'all next time.